Back, fierce winds downing trees and power lines, a huge stretch of the country bracing for trouble. Crossing the line, Donald Trump's latest personal attack, going after a reporter appearing to mock his disability. Tonight, why it's Trump demanding the apology. A clearer picture, the stunning new video of that Good Samaritan medical student, a new view of what really happened when he stepped in to help. Shopping frenzy. The first Black Friday shoppers are already hitting the mall. The best deals and the best apps to help you with your holiday gift list. And movie mystery. Walt Disney's long-lost film locked in the vault for nearly 90 years. Do you recognize this character ready for his comeback?
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And good evening. Great to have you with us on this Thanksgiving Day. I'm Tom Yamas, in for David. And we begin tonight with that holiday storm. 13 states and tens of millions of people in its path at this hour. Snow blowing across the Rockies and into the heartland. The plows out on the roads in Minnesota. Dangerous ice in Nebraska, coating roads and windshields. But in South Dakota, this hardy chef grilling his turkey outside despite the snow. The storm is on the move right now, set to make a mess of Black Friday traffic across the plains. We start with ABC's Aditi Roy reporting in from a freezing Denver tonight.
Tonight, that extreme weather. 35 million people bracing in the southern and central plains, with snow and ice spreading across the heartland.
It is extremely cold and windy.
Gusts of 30 miles an hour blowing the ice.
The sleet's actually pretty painful.
Cars coated, along with power lines and trees. In Colorado, more than 200 flights delayed at the Denver airport. The Bremerskys now missing Thanksgiving dinner in Florida with their family.
It's frustrating and a little disappointing.
Andrew Greer's trying to get home to Alaska.
You've already been in transit for 24 hours.
Yes.
When will you get home?
At 3:19 p.m. tomorrow.
Out west, parts of drought-ravaged California getting 10 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. And damaging winds at that flea market. Wow. Gusts as high as 45 miles an hour, turning tents to sails. Witnesses shaken, 11 hurt. Luckily, just minor injuries. Here at the Denver airport, it's frigid and frozen on the tarmac. 10 degrees tonight and in the single digits tomorrow, making the snow and ice hard to melt and travel conditions rough. Tom?
It's not going to be easy to get around for some. Okay, Aditi, thank you. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is here. So, Rob, where's the storm headed?
Tell you what, Tom, it's really expanded. We've got a whole list of weather problems to deal with. Flash flood watches up, winter storm warnings. In between that, an ice storm warning. Look at the map, and we'll put things into motion here. Heavy rain north of Dallas tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock, and that mix from Amarillo all the way to Oklahoma City. Could see accumulations there, icy problem there, and then the heavy rains could cause some flooding, I think, in a good swath from Midland, Texas, all the way to Chicago. Let's talk about the ice first. Could see a half an inch or more across the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle. That will likely take down some power lines and obviously very, very tricky roads there. And the heavy rains could see as much as 10 inches in some spots. And with the melting snow around Chicago, that's going to cause some flooding too, Tom.
It's going to be a messy storm. All right, Rob, thank you so much. Next to Washington and a bizarre security breach at the White House. This man climbing, then jumping over the fence, wrapped in an American flag and raising his arms in victory. All while the first family was inside celebrating Thanksgiving, he was immediately taken into custody. This even after the Secret Service added spikes to the top of that fence. And in the race for the White House, Donald Trump lashing out against a reporter. He's done that before, but this time appearing to mock that reporter for a disability. Tonight, the video and what Trump is saying about it now. Here's ABC's Cecilia Vega.
It's being called a new low even for Donald Trump. The presidential frontrunner in South Carolina this week appearing to mock a disabled journalist.
And now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
That reporter, the New York Times' Serge Kovaleski, who has a chronic condition affecting his joints that limits flexibility in his arms. Tonight, the New York Times firing back, saying we're outraged that he would ridicule the physical appearance of one of our reporters. It came as Trump defended his claim that he saw people in New Jersey cheering on 9/11. Law enforcement and government officials now rejecting that as false. But this is hardly the first time Trump has come under fire for offending someone. From Mexicans,
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
To veterans,
He's not a war hero. I like people that weren't captured, okay?
to women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs.
Only Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Trump not backing down this time either, saying he was merely mimicking a flustered reporter, tweeting, "If Mr. Kovaleski is handicapped, I would not know because I do not know what he looks like."
That was Trump today, and Cecilia joins us on set. And Cecilia, yet another tweet from Trump?
Yeah, that's right. He says that the reporter is using his disability to grandstand and is demanding now an apology from the New York Times. As for not knowing that reporter, Serge Kovaleski, he says he covered Trump for years. And in an interview with the Washington Post, Kovaleski says he is sure that Trump remembers him and his condition, Tom.
Trump staying in the headlines always. All right, Cecilia, thank you. Next tonight, a new look at the deadly encounter between a Chicago police officer and a 17-year-old Laquan McDonald. The view from Officer Jason Van Dyke's squad car, you can see him chasing McDonald there through a Burger King parking lot. Then moments later, Van Dyke shot him dead. Protesters gathering even on this Thanksgiving Day and promising bigger disruptions tomorrow. ABC's Alex Perez in Chicago tonight.
Tonight, our first look at a revealing new video that shows a 17-year-old Laquan McDonald moments before he was shot. The dash cam from Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke's vehicle captures the pursuit back in October of 2014. Van Dyke then opens fire as McDonald is walking away. 16 shots in 15 seconds. In Chicago, Wednesday night, more protests. At one point, tearing lights off the city's Christmas tree. Protesters are furious. It took State's Attorney Anita Alvarez nearly a year to charge Van Dyke. Community members at one church today demanding Alvarez step down.
I want to pray for the calm of the city. Because we could be on the verge of another Ferguson.
But Alvarez defends the lengthy investigation, saying the time was needed to review evidence and charge Van Dyke with first-degree murder.
It's the first time it's happened in over 30 years in Chicago, so these are very, very heavy charges.
Van Dyke's defense argues he fired at McDonald because he feared for his life. The teen was carrying a 3-inch knife, but investigators say he was not threatening Van Dyke at the time of the shooting. The citizen watchdog group Invisible Institute says at least 20 complaints were filed against Van Dyke in his 14-year career as an officer, including allegations of using excessive force and racial slurs. But so far, Van Dyke was not disciplined. ABC News confirmed 18 complaints.
And Tom, tomorrow all eyes will be right here on Chicago's Magnificent Mile. Protesters who say they want their demonstrations to have an economic impact plan to protest as Black Friday shoppers descend on the countless stores here. Tom?
Alex Perez from Chicago for us tonight. Alex, thank you. And tonight, extraordinary new surveillance video. You may remember that dramatic encounter between that Good Samaritan medical student and a gunman who tried to kill him. Well, the new video filling in details about how that young man tried to help and what happened after he was shot. Here's ABC's Ryan Owens.
A new look tonight at the bravery of a Good Samaritan. His willingness to help nearly got him killed. This surveillance video, first obtained by Fox station WVUE, shows 25-year-old med student Peter Gold checking on an intoxicated woman on a New Orleans sidewalk just after 4 a.m. Friday. The man who just robbed her pulled a gun on him. Gold was shot once in the stomach. Police say the shooter then tried to finish him off with a few bullets to the brain. Remarkably, his gun jams.
Male shot in the stomach.
New Orleans police have since arrested 21-year-old Uric Kane and charged him with attempted murder. The new surveillance video also shows people trying to help Tulane University student Peter Gold after he was shot. Even the young woman he saved comes to and tries to crawl toward her Good Samaritan. That medical student is spending this Thanksgiving in the hospital, a place where he'd normally work. Tonight, we're told he's in stable condition, and his family says he continues to improve. Tom?
Ryan, thank you. We want to head overseas tonight. French President Hollande in a new round of shuttle diplomacy, putting together a coalition to fight ISIS in Syria. Vladimir Putin telling him Russia is with him, but there are cracks in the alliance as well. Putin has ordered a trade boycott against Turkey over the downing of its fighter jet. And tonight, chilling new details of that concert hall attack in Paris and the narrow escape for the band. Here's ABC's Ron Claiborne.
Speaking out in their first interview, members of the rock band at the deadliest attack of the Paris massacre are recounting their narrow escape from the Bataclan Theater.
I can see the gunmen
and he looked right at me, and he shot at me, and he missed. He screamed at the top of his lungs, Allah Akbar. And that's when I instantly knew what was going on.
The California band Eagles of Death Metal told their harrowing tale to Vice founder Shane Smith. The full interview posted on Vice.com. Here in Belgium, the manhunt for at least 10 terrorist suspects, including alleged driver Salah Abdeslam, continues. Police raiding 2 locations outside of Brussels. Today, the mother of one of the main Paris suspects, Mohamed Abrini, spoke exclusively to ABC News. She proclaimed his innocence and shared this desperate plea. If he can hear me, please turn yourself in. I don't sleep anymore. I don't eat anymore. In Brussels, life has begun to return to a semblance of normal. The subway is running again under intense security, and schools have reopened, although many parents remain too fearful to let their children return yet.
And tonight, that security threat in Brussels lowered from 4, the highest level, to 3. Belgian officials saying they still believe that a Paris-style attack could happen. The threat is still there, but they no longer believe that it is imminent. Tom?
Ron Claiborne for us tonight. Ron, thank you. Back here at home now, no specific or credible terror threat on this Thanksgiving Day, but higher vigilance all across the country. Here in New York, the biggest police presence in the history of the city's famous Macy's parade. This clown marching by 3 heavily armed officers, and this little girl watching from behind a police officer. Fortunately, no incidents were reported. And right now, it may still be Thursday, but for some stores and shoppers, Black Friday already started. A crowd outside Toys R Us in Times Square when it opened for the holiday crowd just a short time ago. Look at that line. More than 100 million people expected to turn out between now and Sunday, either in stores or online. And ABC's chief business and economics correspondent Rebecca Jarvis with the first of them in Chicago tonight.
Tonight, across the country, the deals race is officially on. Best Buy, Toys R Us, Macy's, Walmart, Target, and Kmart, all among the retailers officially open for business right now.
I'd be slaving in the kitchen if it wasn't for this sale.
Nearly 60% of Americans, 136 million of us, planning to shop between tonight and Sunday. The number crunchers cracking the shopping code, finding today and tomorrow, Black Friday, are 2 of the best days of the year for deals on electronics. But even those unwilling to brave the crowds can cash in, because many of those top tech deals are also online.
Now there's so many sales online that it's almost like there's no point in actually being bombarded by other human beings in stores.
Still, some retailers are sitting out this year's early openings. Staples, opened the last 2 years on Thanksgiving, will shut their doors completely for the holiday this year.
Tom, the crowds are still pouring in here at this Best Buy in Chicago. The first person in line started waiting 4 hours ago in the rain. So what's bringing everyone out to stores tonight? It's this, the 49-inch TV here for $149. Tom?
49 inches, $149. That's a good deal. All right, Rebecca, thank you. There's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Thanksgiving night. And up next, a warning to holiday shoppers this weekend. You won't be the only one reaching for your wallet during those Black Friday sales. The surveillance video that shows how pickpockets are upping their game. And a Thanksgiving surprise for Star Wars fans. The Force was with them today with a brand new look at The Force Awakens.
Believe it. AT&T and DirecTV are now one, which means you can watch in the house, in a tree house, or even in Miss Pepper Pie's house. Pause in your PJs and hit play during a PB&J. Nice! And enjoy some cartoons instead of listening to Dad's cartoons.
Meet you all the way.
Get the best of both worlds. DirecTV at home and 2 wireless lines from DirecTV and AT&T.
No matter how fast the markets change, at T. Rowe Price, our disciplined investment approach remains. We ask questions here, look for risks there, and search for opportunity everywhere. Global markets may be uncertain, but you can feel confident in our investment experience around the world. Call a T. Rowe Price investment specialist or your advisor and see how we can help you find global opportunity. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.